Okay, right. So let's get started. Thank you so much for everyone who have joined this live session. So welcome to KSR. In this particular session, we'll see what is this data engineering. And in the recent times, Microsoft has also launched Microsoft Fabric. So let's have an overview of how this data engineering is related with Azure and also with Fabric, right? So we'll try to have some overview today. We'll understand why this data engineering is required. And for learning data engineering, what are the skill sets and technologies that is needed? That is also something which we are going to see in today's session, right? Most of you know about me, but still it's my privilege to talk about myself. I do have a decade of experience working in IT. And right from the day one, I've been working with data-driven technologies, specialist working with data analytics and data engineering. And I've also worked with data science models. And currently, I'm working as a manager in Microsoft. And along with that, I've been taking part in training in KSR Datavision, right? I do have a good training experience and I work with different domains. So that will definitely add you to get that real-time experience in this course. So to get started, we'll try to understand what is this data engineering. Everywhere people say data engineering, data engineering, data engineering. What exactly is a data engineering? We will wait and watch. And in today's session, we'll understand in a very layman term. When I say very layman term, anyone who sits in today's session will be able to understand what is this data engineering, right? So we'll come up with a small example and we'll see how this problem is achieved, how this solution is achieved for that particular problem, right? So that is what we are going to cover. And apart from that, we are also going to see why this is required. Is it really needed to learn? What are the benefits and who is going to be benefited and what we are going to cover as part of this course. So that's the overall summary that I'm going to give. So today and tomorrow, it's going to be a master class where you'll understand about data engineering and then we will see the roadmap. So that will be the agenda. In the recent times, is there anyone who got married? Any recent married person in this batch? Anyone? Or you feel like not sharing it? Anyone? Anyone who got married this month? Okay. Anyone who got married this year? Okay, I don't see anyone. Anyone who got married in the last 10 years? Oh, I don't see.
Yes.
All are
Yes.
Yes.
bachelors or what?
I got married, Santosh. Abhi.
Okay. Now tell me, in your marriage, for sure you would have had some challenges, right? For sure you would have had some challenges. Can you tell me what challenges you faced?
The first thing is that how to organize the things.
How to organize marriage function? Okay.
Yeah,
What else?
The biggest challenge will be finding out your partner, right? I think that's the biggest
Finding
challenge.
out your partner. Okay. Okay, that's a big challenge. But I'm talking about a function, like when you want to organize a function, right? Marriage function. What are the challenges you may face?
Finding and decoration and catering.
Decoration, catering, okay.
Hall booking.
All bookings like photographer.
Okay.
first
Coordinating with
thing is
your
that
guests.
what is our
Booking wedding
budget?
planner.
One by one, please. Go ahead, go ahead.
Booking
Estimating the budget.
wedding planner, Santosh.
Okay.
Like money management is important for.
Money management is important. That's a very good point.
Yes.
10 years back, 15 years back, when there is someone who's getting married in our cousin or brother, sister, we always used to be busy. right? You pick them from airport, you pick them from a hotel, and you drop them here. Make sure they are eating. Make sure that you welcome them. A lot of challenges you add, and if it is a close family member, you will not even be there in a single photo. You'll always be busy. Either you'll be at dining, or you'll be in accommodation, or you'll be like picking up from airport, bus stop, railway station. This is what we were doing, right? Right? 10
Yes.
years back, 15 years back, when your cousins have got married, and you were taking care of this, right? And whatever you do, you'll always have some challenges. You'll always have some challenges, right? You take any function, you'll always have challenges. The first biggest challenge you'll have is shortage of food, or maybe wastage of food, right? So these are the two things will either happen in your marriage. I've never seen any marriage function where the food was correctly prepared for the number of people who come, right? So the biggest challenge is food and catering. And possibly, like, if many people are coming from different stations, accommodation is very important. And sometimes after marriage, they'll call and tell that you didn't even provide me a proper accommodation. And especially this complaints will come from your own relatives, right? Your complaints will come from your own relatives. They did not welcome me, they did not call me, they did not ask me whether did I have a food or not. So all these complaints you will get it. And if someone is coming as a guest, you need to provide them a proper help in reaching the place, and travel arrangements. And sometimes when you say that the marriage is at morning 5:30 or 6 o'clock, you need to make sure that everyone arrives on time, right? And when I say logistic, you need to have a proper arrangements, decorations, the person who provides flowers and photographers, right? And the guys who play the drum, I don't know what you call, but that is very important, right? So all of this has to arrive on time. They have to arrive on proper location. They have to arrive on like they have to come up with their own equipments. Everything has to be done properly. Now, as a person, right? Do you think I can call each and every one and I can manage it? Definitely no, right? Now the trend has changed. Now the trend has changed. Now what we have is, in the last 6 7 years, what I've observed is we have an event management company. Their only work is to organize. Their only work is to organize. So these are the couple of event management company which I've picked from, right? Pick from internet. What they say is, we will help you in weddings, parties, birthday celebrations, anniversary, theme parties, right? And if you take another, I don't know which company is this. I just picked from Google. It's not for marketing. Just try to understand that. And here, if you see it, they provide catering services, flower and decoration, event management, vendor booking, entry. Like whenever a groom and bride is coming in, they have some decorations, right? They have some event, photography, and makeup. It's a very important. And you would have seen in the Instagram the recent times, they start marketing about how the person was, how we like have transformed. You can see that, right? Now all these are companies which is making our work easier. Recently, I went to a marriage function. Everything is well organized. Everything is well organized. Even when you go inside the hall, there are a couple of people who are actually welcoming you. And ideally, they're not from the boy side or a girl side. They are from event management side. And they're welcoming you. That creates you an impression, right? And once you get in, every single thing is organized, right from picking you from the hotel, right from picking you from the station, dropping you, providing the accommodation, having taking care of your food, taking care of your hospitality. Every single thing they can take care of it, right? And they only take care of arrangements, they only take care of decorations, and they only take care of every single thing. What you need to do, you just need to pay them extra, right? And marriage is a one time event where you want to have a smooth function. You don't mind spending money, right? You don't think about money at that point of time, right? Now, here, let's see what they do. there are different teams who takes care of it, right? If you take a marriage function, let's see what happens in the back end. What happens in the back end. In the back end, what happens? First of all, they'll set the stage, the marriage stage, the chairs, the decorations, the flower decorations, the lighting settings, everything they'll arrange it. And we need photography, lights, and sounds. Obviously, every marriage, if you talk about a reception, it will be towards the night. So you need some lights, sounds, everything. And you need to also decorate. And after that, you need to make sure that you have a smooth travel. You provide us proper travel arrangements. And finally, if you are in a place, we all should also check for power backups and make sure that the function runs smooth. Now, what you see on the left side, it's what is really required to run the show. But the same thing, if I relate it to a data here, right? You also need to manage just like you're managing a function, imagine that you're managing a company's data. What you need? For managing the company's data, you need the data infrastructure, you need the data process and the management. And if you want to move the data from one place to another place, you need the data movement. Just like if you want to move the people from your stations to your hall, similarly, I want to move the data from one place to another place. We have a data movement, right? And if you want to have a smooth function, you need to have everything in place. So similarly, we should also have a data maintenance and optimization. And here, whatever the power backup is required for the electricity, here also I need a data backup. What if something loses? I need to have a backup, right? So what you see as a challenges in the marriage function, I'm going to hire a event management, and those people are going to help us. Now, if a company is also facing a similar issue where they're not able to organize the data, where they're not able to make the data to be available to the end users, they are going to hire data engineers. Now, data engineers are the people who are going to exactly do the same thing what event management was doing. Right? Just relate yourself to an event manager, what he is doing, the same thing you are doing, but what he is taking care of is a general like food, accommodation, travel, and you're taking care of data. As in then, same like what an event management does, right? Now, with all this, the top 3 technologies that currently in the trend is data analyst, data scientist, and business analyst. Now, each one takes care of specific role. If you talk about a data analyst who's responsible for reporting and explains what is happening. For example, if I want to relate with the same marriage, how many people are coming, how much of food is wasted, how much of food is shortage, how much of people got the gift. If I want to do the analysis, I will do there. Who will do? Data analyst. Data scientists will start predicting how many people is going to come. Is it on a weekend? Is it on a weekday? Is it a rainy day? If it's a rainy day, people don't come, right? And if it's a weekday, people don't come. So we have to plan it accordingly. That is taken care by data scientist. And you need to talk to different people. That is taken care by data business analyst, right? Now, when I'm talking about data analyst, data scientist, and business analysis, which are I'm calling as a top data-driven technologies. Come on, where is data engineering? Where is data engineering? Well, let me tell you, for all of the roles which you see on the screen, the root itself is data engineering. Without data engineering, you can never see any other role clicking in the market. Lot of projects in the data analytics, lot of project in the data scientists, and lot of projects in the business analytics have put on hold. I personally have reviewed in the organization and they have put on hold just because they don't have a proper data. Just because they don't have a proper data, we have a challenge. Now, what we need to focus? We need to focus data engineering. So if you are good with data engineering, you are providing the opportunity for other roles as well. Because the biggest challenge is data. And if you fix the data, automatically everything will be fixed. Okay, so let's get into data engineering. Let's try to understand what you will do here. So far, your people are using smartphones, you're using internet, you are getting used to the digital world, right? But have you ever thought how much data you're getting generated? Have you ever thought how much of Wi-Fi, network, mobile data, storage devices, how much of data you're using, right? In the last 20 years, we have seen a lot of increase in the number of applications, and we have seen people using a lot of data. And how this is going to be helpful, or is it going to be a challenge for us? Let's wait and watch. In 2016, there was a company which we all know, Reliance Jio was launched. Before this also, I was actually a Reliance customer right from 2011 itself. I initially used to use Reliance CDMA phone, a small phone without SIM. It comes with a built-in SIM, right? Reliance CDMA. Has anyone used it? Before all your smartphones, there was a phone, it's a cordless phone, which you can just dial it and you can speak it, right? It's called Reliance CDMA phone. Has anyone used it?
Yes.
Yes. Then slowly it started to turn as Reliance GSM. You'll get a small GSM. And finally, in 2016, the company came up with a name called Jio, and it made a very drastic change in the usage. Everyone started using Jio just because they started giving internet for affordable price. Initially in 2011, 2012, when I was in that education phase, we have to go to a cyber center, we have to pay for the bill, and those times you will not have internet at your homes, right? So in 2011, 12, 13, we did not have internet at homes. If you want a broadband connection, it charges like 1,500 to 2,000. But now you're getting it for affordable price, right? You're getting it for affordable price. So if you want a 1 GB of data, what is the price you have to pay? The recent times? Anyone? What is the current price of internet? 239 or 299, something is there, right? You will get it for 1 month, every day, 1.5 GB of free internet. Then who will not use? Then who will not use, right? Now, if you see the company's growth, they not only deal with your mobiles or the connections, they also came up with internet, broadbands, and they have also have a dish. So if you see their growth, they are getting the data from the different data sources. Few of them are using internet, few of them are using for calls, few of them are using as a TV connection, and few of them are using for OTT as well. So a lot of data points are getting for Geo. What Geo is doing, they are collecting all of the data, storing it at one place, analyzing it, and then deciding on the business, right? So this is about a telecommunication. Now if I talk about a social media, one person is having Facebook account, Instagram account, LinkedIn, right? Amazon, maybe Hotstar, Prime, GPay, PhonePay, net banking, how much you have, right? So all of this, if you're trying to bring at one place, obviously the data is going to increase. So you need to start analyzing the data as well. So social media is a one place where the data is being getting generated in a very vast manner, and you need a person who has to organize this. And who is going to organize this? It's none other than you and me, who are data engineers. Last night, I had some production issue. So I slept at 11:30 and I woke up at 7 o'clock. Now in the last 6-7 hours, I was actually wearing my smartwatch. Okay, I was wearing a smartwatch. Today morning, when I woke up, my smartwatch is telling me that I had 3 hours of deep sleep and I had 4 hours of disturbed sleep. See how the technology has evolved. How much time I slept, my watch is saying it. What was my heartbeat? What was my stress level? What is my oxygen rate? Every single thing my smartwatch is telling. And you'd have seen a lot of news. Maybe it's a way of marketing. Your Apple watches predict the heart attacks. I don't know whether it's true or not. They know what they understand your heart pattern. They understand your beats. All this is happening, right? 20 years back, we didn't know what is this. 10 years back, we know only the watch, a normal analog watch. And today, 8 out of 10 people you see them on road will be wearing a smartwatch, right? That's how the technology is changed. Now, what is a use case of this watch? They collect the data, right? They relate it with your health information. They understand what you have and they relate with this data. And everywhere there is a data connection that is happening, right? And the same analysis what has been done in the watch is being shared to the hospitals, and it also has a blood pressure sensor, heart rate monitoring. All of this is data, data, and data. Data is data, right? So all of this has been collected and it will be processed and it will be sent to the doctor, and as well as it will be sent for the analysis, correct? Now, this is with respect to healthcare. Now let's talk about banking. Now, one of the most widely used domain is banking for this particular data engineering. What we do in banking is we all know only one account, that is saving account. But you know what? We have saving account, current account, salary accounts, fixed deposit, recurring deposit, and we have a child account, demat account, and we have cards. I know only debit card, but how many cards you use? Smart card, ATM card, credit card, debit card, and loans. How many loans you have? I was just aware of home loan, and the recent times they're also giving marriage loans, it seems. How many loans? How many accounts? How many customers? How many investments you're doing it? Now, all this they're collecting from different sources, and they have to understand how much of business they are making. Right? Now, what is the work of this bank? They have to collect all the information here: saving account, current account, salary account, like saving deposit, everything they have to collect. And they should also see how much of amount is going out. Like, the people who have saved your money, don't think that that bank is put that amount in your bank in a locker. Right? For example, if KSR has paid me 1 lakh, that doesn't mean that I have that 1 lakh cash in my locker. No, it's just a number. That 1 lakh will be borrowed by some other person as a loan. Right? So here there is an income, there is an outgoing. So the company, the bank has to manage both the number of customers having their balance and the number of customers who's borrowing. It's like supply and demand. And if more people are borrowing and more people are not saving, what will happen? What will happen? There will be conflict. The bank will not be having any money. So we need to manage that. For that, what is there? Analysis is required. We need to analyze what is the incoming, what is outgoing. And for doing that, first you need to collect the information from different accounts, different systems, and you need to organize it well. Who is going to do this? It's none other than you and me. Correct? So with respect to data engineering, I can keep talking about all the use cases: healthcare, telecommunication, and there is a lot to talk about it. But if you see, you just go to your Play Store and you search an app, you'll have crores of application that is present in your Play Store. Or even if you go with the iPhone, right, you can see a lot of application that is there. And all of this application requires the account to be created before using, and it takes care of all of your basic needs, basic usage, and everything what you're doing has to be tracked. Now, who is going to manage this? We are just talking about a bank. There are thousands of banks, there are thousands of hospitals, there are thousands of e-commerce company, there are thousands of telecommunication company, when the world is very big for us, right? Now, how are we going to manage all this? We are just thinking about one bank and one hospital or one e-commerce. Imagine there are thousands of companies like this. Who is going to manage? Well, that is where the companies are going to hire data engineers, and data engineers are the people who are going to help them in organizing the data, collecting the data, and helping them in all the ways that is possible. And why data engineering is famous in the last 5 years, I would say, because in the last 5 years, the amount of people who are using smartphones have rapidly increased. Right? I come from 90s kids itself, like 92, 93, 94. At that stage, when I was doing my education, I did not have a smartphone. I did not have a internet. I did not have a smart devices, and I used to go to a cyber center for using computers, right? And there was no Hotstar or there was no like Netflix. We used to go to theater to watch movies, right? And we used to go to the bank to send money. There was no GPay, there was no phone pay. If I consider 10 years back, 10 years back, there was no phone pay, there was no GPay, there was no Ola, there was no Uber, there was no Instagram. Instagram, if you see, it was launched in 2010. WhatsApp, 2009. Right? So all of this is happening in the last 10-15 years. Initially, people did not use it much. Until 2013, I remember WhatsApp was just a costliest app. Even though it was launched in 2009, in my college, in my class, if someone is having a WhatsApp, we think them as a is coming from a very big family. Because for WhatsApp, you need internet, right? You need a good phone, and we are all using 1100. So WhatsApp became famous from 2013, and it's like 10 years back when everyone started using. Is there anyone in this group who does not use WhatsApp? Is there anyone in this group who does not use WhatsApp? What is the silence for? Is there anyone in this group who doesn't use Instagram? I don't use. Anyone else?
I don't.
Yes, I am also not using.
That's how the trend has become. Everyone started using these digital apps, and the data is getting generated. And if you see the number of users in the last few years, it has rapidly increased. Right? A school student is having a smartphone. And you know what happened after COVID? Everything turned to be online. Even school students started attending online classes. Everything has become digital. You'll not believe 2020 to 2023, 3 years, 3 years, literally 3 years during that COVID time, 2020 to 2023, I have never stepped out of my room. 3 years. It was like a jail for us. Maybe people who were going out were still going out. For me, it was a complete work from home. 3 years, I did not even step out of the house. I want food, I will order in Swiggy and Zomato. I want some things, I'll order in Amazon, Flipkart. If I want some eatable grocery products, maybe I'll still go with Big Basket. If I want a haircut, if I want to do a haircut, a simple haircut, I never used to go out. I used to call the person to come to my house. Who is the service providers? Who is the service
Urban.
providers?
Urban company.
Urban. Urban Club. They used to come and they used to do everything for you. 3 years, literally, I survived with my phone, with my internet. And that's how the technology change. When all of this is getting in demand, is it really required to know about all this? Yes, it is required. And every single second, every single microsecond, can see that the data is getting generated. And you can see for the last 2-3 years, 90% of the data has been generated just because of all of this applications. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. this 5 seconds, I'll tell you what is happening in the back end. Instagram users post 46,000 photos every minute. In the last 5 seconds, you can see 1.7 megabytes into 5, because I've just told 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just multiply by 5. And every second, there are 40,000 search. Google is getting it. We are in India and a lot of people are in US. In India, most of the people are still sleeping. But in US, it's late night. So Google is always working. It's always busy. We always relate this when I'm giving presentation to a larger audience. I always relate this, okay? People say that Earth has some rest. That is, you work in the daytime and you sleep in the nighttime. So nighttime, your body is taking rest. That means Earth is also taking rest. But Google is like a sun. It works 24/7. And how can one process this much of search? Right? In the last 1 minute, see what is happening. There are 4,56,000 tweets that is happening, and 41 lakhs YouTube videos has been watched. 41 lakhs videos. See how it is possible. Right? Now, why all this is happening? It's because of these 4 culprits. Who's that culprits? Internet users, smartphones, sensors, smart devices, IoT, and most importantly, it is user-friendly usage. You don't need any formal education to use your smartphone. You give it to anyone, in the 2 days, they will start using the smartphone. Even your kid is using. You know it better. Sometimes even you don't know where is your Instagram or where is your YouTube. Your kid knows it. And all of this, now we don't call it as data. We call it as a big data. The data is getting bigger, bigger, and bigger day by day. Now, who is going to manage all this? Who is going to store effectively? Who is going to process effectively? So it's you and me who is going to be a data engineer. Now, is it really required to maintain this? Definitely yes, because every data point gets you money, right? Every data point gets you money. I was asking this question in one of the batch. You keep 2 things in front of a monkey. Okay, you keep 2 things in front of a monkey. 1 banana and 1 crore rupee. What will the monkey pick?
Obviously, banana.
Banana.
Come on, yaar. You can get 1 crore banana with that money. Think effectively. What monkey will pick? Monkey will pick 1 crore rupees or monkey will pick 1 banana?
One banana.
One banana.
Okay, if I ask a human to pick,
1 crore.
Obviously, 1 crore.
If the monkey is intelligent, he will pick the money, Santosh.
but is it going to pick?
No.
Monkeys
No.
doesn't know that you can buy lakhs of bananas with that money. Monkey doesn't know, but humans know. Okay, now I'll ask you the same question. Okay, now you said that banana versus 1 crore. You said I'll pick 1 crore. Okay, now I'll ask you the same question. I have a lot of storage devices like hard disk, memory card, pen drives. I have a hard disk, which is, let's say, like 1 terabyte of data. In the one side, there is 1 terabyte of data, and in the other side, there's 1 crore rupee. If you ask a normal human, he will go and pick 1 crore rupee. If you
Yes.
ask data engineers, if you ask data scientists, and if you ask data analysts, they will pick that devices. You know why? They know how to make money with the data. Every single data is having a price tag. It can even go value up to 10 crores, right? So a normal traditional person who doesn't know anything, if he is having 1 terabyte of data and he's having a 1 crore rupee, he will pick 1 crore rupee. If the same opportunity is given to me to pick it, I will pick that 1 terabyte of data because I know the value of data. I know what I can do with this data. So that's the difference. Where do you stand? For me, data is a asset. You can make money with data. Remember this. And it is important because more the data you get it, more the analysis you can make and more profits you can make. So definitely data is important. At any point of time, we can never ever ignore data. Okay, I'll tell you a recent example what Mahesh has faced a problem. Okay, uh, in our for this data engineering course, okay, for this data engineering course, there were 1,000 requests that we got from Insta. Okay, and in this 1,000, let's say there are 100 people who got registered to our portal, and LinkedIn we got among 500 requests in the LinkedIn. Let's say around 50 people join, and we got YouTube. Almost 2K people have reached out to us through YouTube, and we got, let's say, some 100 leads. All these are leads. When I say leads, are like students. Okay, and in the recent times we also started to use Telegram. Okay, so in the telegrams only hardly 3 people have reached out to us. Okay, Mahesh said, ignore it, right? What is there? 3 students. Leave it. Let's ignore it. Let's ignore it. We have good number in YouTube. We have good number in Instagram. We have good number in like LinkedIn. Why you want to care about Telegram? Just leave it. Can we do that? Can we do that? Can I
No.
ignore? Just because it's just 3 students, can I ignore?
No.
Why? I'll get those 3 students in another social media, right? Why I have to get these people from Telegram? Can I ignore? If yes, tell me yes. If it is no, tell me no and tell me the reason. Can I ignore the people who have come from Telegram because only 3 people?
No, might be their potential student.
Among these
As
3
well as the
people, yeah, tell me.
as well as it is the brand reputation of KSR. KSR don't ignore. So
Okay, thanks for that. We'll take that. But in these 3 people, there was a one person who was actually a college professor. If I would have talked to them, I would have easily got 500 students to my KSR. Try to understand. If I would have missed that person, I would have missed 500 leads. If I would have convinced that college professor or a college HOD or a college principal, I could have easily got 500 students. Right? Are you with me? Are you understanding the context?
Every data point is important.
Yeah,
Yes.
every single data point is important. You can never ever afford to lose that. Right? Now, let's talk more on use cases. October 6th, there was a air show in Chennai. Anyone from Chennai? Anyone from Chennai? 10 days back, we had an air show in Chennai.
Yes, Mahesh.
What's your name?
Yeah. Yeah, Nagarajan.
Did you go there? Did
No,
you
I didn't know
visit the
because a lot
place?
of crowd, unexpected crowd. 5 people died due to crowd.
Okay. How many of you see this in TV, Instagram, newspapers? There was an air show 10 days back.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
I see.
I see.
Okay. Chennai is my very close to my heart. Only to see this, I went to Chennai. I'm in Bangalore. Okay, I'm in Bangalore. It was on a weekend, so I went here. Okay. I never ever seen that type of crowd. 15
Correct.
lakh people have come to Marina Beach.
Unexpected things.
Yes, 15 lakh people, right? From Bangalore to Chennai, it's just 3 to 4 hours if I travel by car. So I went there. I had a lot of friends there, so we met and we thought of going there. And I visited 15 lakh people standing on the sand of Marina Beach. And you can't even imagine. You can't even imagine. I had taken a lot of drone shoots. It was actually a restricted area, but outside the beach, we took a drone shoot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that too, Chennai is known to be near the sea, right? It's a very, very hot place. And a lot of people got drained off, right? No proper arrangements for water, washrooms, basic needs also not there. A lot of people started walking. And I've never ever seen this type of incident in the recent times. Just for an air show. Lot of air shows has happened in Bangalore, right? Lot of air shows has happened in Bangalore. I have visited there. It was a well organized. Chennai failed to do it. And literally 5 people have lost their lives because of this. And as usual, investigation started and police just gave the one statement. We did not expect this much of crowd. That's all is a one-line statement. We did not expect this much of crowd. And the show was brilliant. Okay, a lot of aircraft people like showed their talent. It was so good. But what is the end result? 5 of them have lost their life. Can you get them back? They did not have a proper control also. Okay. Now, just think your Marina Beach as a database. Your Marina Beach as a database. Okay. Just think your Marina Beach as your database. And just think these people who are people here. Just think them as data. Just think that beach as your database and just think that people as your data. All of a sudden, 15 lakh records, 15 lakh data points is coming and hitting your database. What will happen? Can I say that the people who lost their lives, 5 people, high likely chance that at least 5 data points you will lose it? Can I? Can I say that? The same 15 lakh data points is hitting a database at one point of time on one particular day. Can I say that the data can also be affected? Please be on mute. I'm getting a lot of disturbance. Please be on mute. Can I say that the database also is going to get affected? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
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 If this is happening, whom are we blaming? Government. If something happens to the data, you know who will be blamed? Who will be blamed? Data engineers. The responsible of data engineers to make sure that irrespective of how much ever data comes on that particular time, you need to organize it well. You need to properly move the data from one place to one place, protect the data. This is what, as a data engineer, you have to do it. Okay. Now, the other biggest problem, especially in Bangalore, is traffic. The left side picture is taken from Bangalore. Anyone from Bangalore?
Yes.
Yes, Santosh.
Yes.
Have you experienced traffic in Bangalore?
Yes.
Yes.
Board and in factory.
Very good. Tin factory. Now, you want to go to an important meeting or you want to catch a flight and you see the jam-packed traffic. What is going to happen? Right? just within that city, Bangalore city, you're not able to manage a traffic. You're not able to manage a traffic, right? If you see the vehicle to move from this place to this place, it will take 45 minutes. It will take 45 minutes to move from one place to another place. For moving one data from one place to another place, if I take 45 minutes, do you think my client will allow me? He'll throw me out. He'll throw me out, right? The right side, if you see the design, the right side the design, it's a fast moving traffic design. The road design itself is made like that. At any point of time, there is not even a traffic. It's like a small floating traffic, but every single road has an alternative path. Now, this is a well designed to manage the traffic. What you see on the left side, it is not at all well managed. And that is why it is India. And if you see the right side, it's not India. Right? So what you have seen here, they've managed well the road design, making sure that at any point of time, if you're here, and if you want to go here, you can go in this path, underground, or the people who are here want to go there, can also go in this path. That's how the design is. This design was really appreciated so that the data movement was smooth. Here vehicle movement was smooth, and for me the data movement is smooth. After all, 15 lakh people you're not able to manage. After all, 5 lakh vehicles you're not able to manage. I'm asking you, right? I'm asking you. 15 lakh people you're not able to manage in this show. 5 lakh vehicles you're not able to manage here. What if, just like vehicles and people, data also start flowing like this to your database? Do you have the capacity to handle? Do you think your system can process? Do you think you can manage the varieties of data? 15 lakh people you're not able to manage. There are trillions of data points in the world. How you'll manage? Well, that's where they're going to hire us. Who are we? Data engineers. Now we are the people who are going to help and build a road like this. There could be a civil engineers who are going to build the road for you. And in the technical terms, data engineers are the engineers who are going to build the road for data movement. One line statement, the road is built by civil engineers and the road to data engineering projects is built by data engineers. Who is you? Who is me? That is what is going to be our work. If you want to analyze and visualize what a data engineer is going to do, remember this example. Right now, the data is like this. Data is jam-packed within the system. What is your work? You need to have a proper data movement. For that, you have to build a proper road structure design. And here we are going to prepare proper data flow designs. This is what is data engineers is going to do. Very layman terms, civil engineer is going to build the road. Data engineers is going to build the pipelines for the data movement. Is this clear? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now we will talk about technical terms. What is this data engineering? Data engineering, just take 3 words: extract, transform, load. And in short, we will call it as ETL. In short, we'll call it as ETL. What is this ETL? extract, transform, load. We are extracting the data, we are transforming the data, and we are loading the data. So at this point of time, ETL is what you're going to build. I gave an example, right? You're going to extract banking information like different accounts, different customers, and different systems, and then you're going to organize it. Similarly, when I'm talking about the vehicles, I'll also see, I will tell you, right? I'll tell you. Government have not thought about this, but I will tell you a solution for this. You could have made 6 different paths for this to enter into this show. One for elderly people, one for the young students, and one for senior citizens, and one for adults, and one for infants and children's. At each entry point, you could have had some basic needs like washrooms as well as the water supply, and just provide them a proper shelter until they walk onto the beach, right? And provide them a proper environment there. A person called Santosh who is coming from a normal family is able to provide a solution for this problem. Why did not government think of it? I'm giving you the solution. Have a 6-path entry to this beach. Why every vehicle is jam-packed? Have a 1 lane for ambulance. Have a 1 lane for heavy vehicles. Have a 1 lane for two-wheelers. Have a 1 lane for cars. I'm giving the design. Have a design like this. I can give you the design. Implementation is what is needed here. Right? I can give you the reasons. I can give you the solutions. But what is really needed? The implementation part. So here also, I'm saying you have to extract the data from different systems. You have to transform it according to the need, and you have to load it into a particular systems. Yes, I have the solution. But who's going to implement this? Let me tell you, there is already many tools in the market which is doing this for us. There are already many tools in the market which is doing for us. All the screens which you're seeing on the screen, like all the tools which you're seeing on the screen, all these are existing tools which is going to help you to build data engineering projects. All these are tools which is already doing the work. For example, India is also having a government, right? US is also having a government. Government is there. Just like that, tools are also there to do this. There are a lot of tools in the market who can do the data engineering projects for us. You learn any one tool among this, you'll become a data engineer. Now tell me, any guess which tool you are going to learn in our course? These are all already existing solution. Which one you are going to learn?
Azure.
Azure is not here.
SQL Server.
SQL Server.
SSIS.
Okay.
Yep.
SSIS. Okay. You people have joined today's session means you would have done some research, right? Before coming
We
to
are
the
not
course, you would have
using
done
any
this
tool
research.
from
What
this.
tool you are going to learn in this?
No, we are not learning
We are
any
not going to use any tool from this.
Why? Why we are not learning anything here?
because it's a on-premises tools.
These are all outdated tools. We can say
Outdated tools.
no.
Okay, very good.
Maybe Databricks.
We are using Fabric, right? Fabric is an ETL.
Okay.
This is on-prem and also the cost also involved. If we use cloud, then we can go for pay as you use.
Okay. So can I say that we are not going to use this tool as of now? Are you all okay, or you want an explanation?
We want explanation.
You want an explanation. I will give a small explanation to you. Okay. I'll give a small explanation to you. How many of you have car? How many of you in this batch have car?
I have cars.
Okay. I'm currently working in Microsoft and I'm also working in KSR. And what if I say you that I don't own a car? Can you believe this?
No.
I'm working as senior manager in Microsoft and I'm currently CTO of KSR Datavision. What if I say you that I don't own a car? Can you believe it?
Unbelievable.
No.
So your people are all thinking, oh, Santosh is rich. He would have car. Yes?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
still personal choices, right? Like it's not about
Personal
believing.
choice. Okay. But do you think I can afford it?
Definitely, why not?
So I can afford it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do a small analysis. Okay. This is my favorite car. Anyone has this particular car? Hyundai Creta. Anyone?
I have
Very good. What is the cost of this car?
18 lakh.
Very good. Thank you so much. My analysis was correct. To travel to office every single day, I need a car. So people were asking, right, why we are not going to learn the current tools which you have seen in the previous screen, and you asked me an example. This is an example for you. Okay. This is a decent car. This is a very, very good car. I have done a lot of test drives. Excellent car. Okay, that comfort is super, but it's budget car. It's not like 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs. This is a very good car. Please don't think that I'm marketing this car. It's my favorite car. That's why I picked this picture. The car is 18 lakhs. The car is 18 lakhs. It's worth. Okay, it's really worth. You cannot just buy car. You have to pay road tax. You have to pay insurance. It comes under 2 lakhs. And you're all in India, right? You're all in India. In India, what is this? What is this?
GST.
3.6 lakhs. To travel to my office every single day, it's 25 kilometers from my home. So 25 kilometers, it is 50 kilometers per day, right? So it is going to charge me 5 liters of petrol every single day. And a liter is above 110. And the total petrol cost is 600 rupees for each single day I travel to office. And I end up paying 12,000 only for petrol. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Just like that, if I'm using every day 50, 60 kilometers, in a month, I would have used 300 to 400 kilometers. Obviously, you need maintenance, oil change, right? Regular checkups. Check for all this. Regularly, maintenance will come around 5,000 per month. And of course, if you're going to office, your car should be clean. And you know what is the climate in Bangalore and metro cities? Because of this dust, because of this rain, because of this, you have to at least clean it. You don't have time. You hire a person who can clean your car. Every day, 150 rupees, you will give to clean a car. So total 3,000 rupees for cleaning. Overall spending 20,000 I have to spend for car. And people who said we have a car, can I say that you're spending 20,000 per month? 15 to 20,000 easily? Yes. And a person who own a Creta car, can I say your expenses are around 15 to 20,000 per month?
Yes.
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 Okay. Initial investment is 23 lakhs including GST. And I have to spend 20,000 every month to use this car. What is my only need? I have to go in AC cab, AC car to office to home to office. That's all. To travel to office, you're spending literally 23 lakhs plus 20,000 per month. And now I'll come to the solution. Do you know why I don't have car? No maintenance, no petrol charge, no cleaning charge, no insurance, no investment. Just book a cab, Ola, Uber, or take any rental. I'm telling you, I've even traveled in Audi and BMW. People who own a car, a normal decent car, may have not tried. I have tried. Every single day, 650 rupees I'm spending per day. And the total cost is 13,000 for my travel. Now, person who's spending 13,000 per month on travel is smart, or a person buying 23 lakhs of car and 20,000 per month is smart. Now, at least, do you believe why I don't have car? Now, at least you believe why I don't have car?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
tell me, did I make a right decision?
Of course, right.
People who already have car, do you feel regret?
Sorry, I don't feel any regrets. I think this is only on financial terms and taking in consideration very few parameters like going to office and like very limited analysis, I believe, on certain terms and conditions. But yeah, I don't
Okay,
regret. Like
now
there are
tell me the
like
advantages of owning a car and advantages of using a rental cars. Tell me. If you are not
I
agree to this example, I would like to know why you don't agree.
Dependency first one.
Right.
And Santosh, one more thing, like if we want to book like carpooling or Ola, Uber, we even don't get it. So with the frustration, sometimes we even think about buying a car or buying any two-wheeler.
Okay.
Many
Next.
times, like in rainy season, you don't get a car. If you're booking it, they try. They many times they cancel it. You're booking at the time of marriage season,
Okay.
so we are not getting those cars. So
Okay.
like it's
I'll ask you a
tricky.
question. I'll ask you a question. There is a water logging in one of the area and you have to go there. Will you use your car?
No.
Then what is the purpose of having a own car then? You said that, okay, during the rainy season, I cannot get the car. So I'm asking the same question. There is an area that is waterlogged and there's a 3 feet of water. Would you go by your car? Then
Nobody
what
will
is the
go.
purpose of having a car?
But we
Nobody
don't
will go in
even
that.
go out during that time.
Santosh,
Santosh,
like
one thing, if you currently you are living in Bangalore, that's why you are getting cabs. Suppose if you went to any village, then you don't get this service in rural areas.
But if you see the heading of the slide, it is like traveling to office, nothing else. I'm just traveling to my office. I'm traveling to home. That's it. The heading is only clearly mentioned. I need a car to travel to office. That's it.
yeah, that's what I mentioned, Santosh. So this is taking into consideration certain criterias. So there is no regret of to who, like if I have a car, I don't regret because my expectation is some different things also. I don't go to office. I work from home regularly. My
Okay.
car is basically my mother is there. She's not well. If something happens in an
Okay.
emergency, I have to take her to hospital. My
Okay.
family is there. My wife and family wants to travel with me. Maybe somewhere on a weekend, they want to sit with me. I want to drive my car and stuff like that. So there are other criterias as well. So
Okay.
there's no regret. Yeah.
Okay. What about others? Do you still agree that, okay, owning a car is better for my office usage?
It's not only
Owning a
financial
car is
thing,
a
like we save money,
yeah.
so it's all about
Save
prestige as
money
well. Like in
purpose
the society where
will
you
go
live,
with the
that you must have
travelers.
one car as well. So it's not about like saving money.
Okay.
Chennai,
Totally
most of the
personal
people
choice.
are In Chennai, most of the people are selling their car because every year we are facing rain. You would have
Okay.
seen the news also 2 days ago, full
Okay.
water.
Yeah.
So we parked the car in over the bridge. So police, each car they did some fine. So mostly they are selling because of water.
Okay.
So
See,
best we can use Ola.
see, car usage is different, but I'm asking the top slide itself. I'm clearly mentioned. I need to travel to office. That's all is my requirement. For
Yeah,
this,
office
buying
purpose
a
we can
car,
use
yeah.
Ola, Uber, some rental.
You can save miles on your car if you travel by cab.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
So
relax. You can relax as well. Like there is no stress driving,
Yeah.
self-driving. I appreciate in that terms. Yeah.
see,
You can do your work in the cloud.
enjoying outside or going outside, even we can take a car rent, right? I can just still drive. I can still go with the family. I can still enjoy. I can still drive. I can take a rental car. I don't need Ola and Uber who has to, someone has to drive. I can drive. I can take my family out over the weekends, right? I can try different cars. Maybe today I'm driving Creta. Tomorrow I may even take a rental for BMW or even Audi, right? Now, if this is one example, let me tell you, there are a lot of comparison that I can do. Owning a house and renting a house, I would always prefer renting a house. Owning a car and using Ola Uber, and I would always go with using Ola and Uber. Cooking at home or maybe ordering food, I would prefer ordering food. Maybe if I'm still concerned about my health, I will order home cooked food. I will not cook, but I will order home cooked food. And if I want to buy a washing machine at home, definitely I'll not do it. Instead, I'll go for a dry cleaning. As simple as that. For me, what is my need? Maybe you are free, you may buy a car. Maybe you have money, you may buy a house. But in our regular work, in our regular running a business, I would always prefer using this rather than this. Again, as you said, depends on different scenarios. Now, to answer your question, are we going to learn any of the existing tools here? We are not going to learn any of this. We are not going to buy any tool from this. We are going to use a tool where we are going to take it for rent and I'm going to use it. What is that? We have to wait and watch. That is nothing but my cloud computing. So we'll stop here. We'll try to understand why are we going to cloud. So today you may argue with me saying that, yeah, buying a car is good. But tomorrow I'll give another example why preferring renting a car is better than owning a car. I'll give a similar example. With that conclusion, we will try to jump onto the cloud. So today, if you're asking me, how are we going to build the pipelines? We are going to build the pipelines via cloud, not the on-prem. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next class. Any questions what we have covered so far?
Yeah, Santosh, for if you are owning your own car, right, the private car, right, own car. So in this case, we can maintaining all the maintenance and the toll gate, petrol, everything will be taken care from our own pocket, right? But if you are in Ola, we can pay whatever we use. Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, right? I don't have a car. I usually prefer an Ola and Uber. Simple, no tension.
Yes. So currently the trend will be going that, right? So whatever we use, right? So whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe today there is the.
I don't want to manage all the infrastructure in my system, right? So everything will be managed by the cloud. So no need to worry about that. Just we can more focus on our application side.
Yeah, that's my idea to explain you. Rather than preferring a car, I would go for Ola and Uber, which will save my time. No maintenance, no petrol, no cleaning, no insurance, no 23 lakhs. Just pay for what you use. I'm saying I can still lead a healthy life. Is it clear?
Yes.